What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Tonyd2wild checking in once again, back with the banger today, guys, on the review of the upcoming Jordan 1 Black White. The Jordan 1 Black White is set to release on February 24th for a retail price point of $180. Bam! To be honest, guys, I'm not going to sit here and beat around the bush. It's a Jordan 1 that is black and white. There's no name across with it. It ain't no Panda. It ain't no 85 high, no reverse Panda, no Oreo. It's literally the Jordan 1 Black White, black/white. We did have recently the Jordan 1 85 high, and I believe these actually released like last year, like February of last year. And this was the Jordan 1 Black White as well. And people wanted to call it Pandas. I didn't, guys, but people were calling it the Panda at the same time. But we had these that released. Now we have these that are releasing, and these, you guys can see it's not that much of a difference. I mean, it's pretty much, this is, black is swapped out for white, and then the rest of the shoe kind of falls in place. I mean, of course, this mid area also is black, where for this it's white. 85 high cut for 200 and the regular cut for 180. Currently, these are going for below retail right now. These are going for 130 to 150 bucks from sizes 8 to like, I think I saw like size 12, below retail. And that's before the fees. Even at that, you can get these pretty much at retail in your secondary market. I'm not telling you to go do that, but I'm telling you that so that you guys can know when it comes time to actually buy this sneaker, just know that these should be fairly easy, if not extremely easy, and potentially a shoe that you could wait on and probably even get on sale. I hate to say it that way, but I'm just trying to be, remain transparent as possible. I will say though, besides all that, it's a very nice shoe to get. If you missed out on these, if I would have missed out on these, I would have grabbed these. It's a typical black and white Jordan 1. The quality of the leather is good. It's not amazing. It's not immaculate. It's extremely smooth on the black here. A very, very smooth, almost little to no texture featured on the black part, whereas the white has a little bit more grain, somewhat of a more tumbledness going on, and it feels fairly well in my opinion. It definitely though feels like this shoe, this which is not an 85 high, but this Jordan 1 high, the quality on this is pretty good, and it feels as if they kind of bump things up a little bit. If you guys have noticed with some of the ones now recently, even like on the Air Jordan on the Flight on the side, that is now embossed and it pops out. Debossed is when it pops in, right, and it's printed in. The previous Jordan 1s were printed in, like pushed in like a stamp, and then the print was on the inside, right? These now have a texture, you rub your finger on it and you can feel it popped out. And the ink there, everything looks fairly good for the most point. Obviously with an 85 and this, you're gonna get some differences of the height. But even this, if you actually look, I mean, these look like at this point to this point, these are, I don't know, it looks like this might be a little bit higher. The tongues are definitely longer on the 85, but this is just some references for you to see at the end of the day, the cuts. These definitely have a thicker leather going on the toe box and all that on the 85s, and even the print on this is a little bit more, I would say, sturdier overall feeling. So there is still differences, but I do feel like they kind of up the quality a little bit on the ones. Maybe it's just this particular pair, but it definitely has felt better than recently. That was though like after the whole $10 increase. So I don't feel like they increased it by $10 to give us better quality. When it comes to ones, I would say there's been a good consistency at the end of the day of, how the quality has been, and overall for the most part it's been decent. We've seen worse times back before, about 5 to 6, 7 years ago. It was horrible at some point, but now things are definitely gotten better. This is a pretty much very basic black and white Jordan. It's nothing crazy to it. It's definitely something that you can buy and pretty much have a neutral color to go with anything. At the end of the day, it is the Air Jordan 1 High OG black/white. This is a size 8.5. This is the box it comes in. Typical paper, nothing special. And there's not much that I can be fabulous and crazy about, you know? You guys say like, what more can you do for a review, right? Well, I don't know, what more can you do for a review on a white and black shoe, you know? It's just the most basic. But sometimes basic is good. It's just good. So definitely, I can recommend this shoe even though I'm not buying it. If you don't have a black and white shoe, if you ain't been able to get a Panda, which if you ain't been able to get a Panda at this time, I'm sorry, bro. I don't know what to tell you. I'm seeing Pandas going for 20% off now. And if you haven't been able to get your hands on one, I don't know what to say. But at the same time, these, if you don't like Panda Nike Dunks, you want Jordans, this is definitely a easy, you know, alternative option at the end of the day. Especially if you missed out on this. But yeah, set the release on the 24th. That's next week. Maybe this video drops on Sunday, whatever, or Monday or something of that nature. That'll be dropping, coming soon and below retail. So with that being said, they'll probably be sitting. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all as always. And I'm going to end you guys and girls off with an on-foot review.